rebounds, 23 blocks. He's a factor down low.
Well, they've got two centers, and Hines is, the last 3 games is, even, probably playing, just as many minutes. So they do have a two-pronged attack there, and they're both do similar things. They eat glass. They post up deep. They roll. This is a big challenge for Taras and Eric. We need to outplay them at center to win the game, and it's going to be a challenge.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that's Dan Hurley. Starting lineup, Seton Hall and UConn coming up in just a moment from New Jersey. This is UConn basketball from Brown, Pendarvis, and Scott on Learfield.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health, we're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
Fight on, Connecticut. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
A strange noise. No matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Home of the 6-time national champions. This is UConn Huskies men's basketball.
Caravan on the right wing. Dumps down to Ryba. Ryba lays it in right-handed. And Todd Golden's got to stop the bleeding.
Play-by-play coverage of today's game is sponsored by Las Fly Airport Parking. We've got lots to offer. Lippincott Van Lines, the definition of moving excellence. M&T Bank, proud to be the official bank of the UConn Huskies and a leader in small business loans in Connecticut. SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of UConn basketball. Find tickets to UConn games and more. SeatGeek. UConn Health, delivering care that changes the game for Husky athletes and for everyone. Xerox, delivering top-tier workplace tech solutions, from advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions. Visit us at Xerox.com/UConn. And by WFSB. Trust Connecticut's largest, most experienced team of meteorologists. The First Alert Weather Team. Only on Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Caravan drives inside on Chanulu. Put it up and in! Oh, a runner by Alex. That's huge!
We're minutes away from tip-off. Let's go to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location. Alongside Wayne Norman, here's Mike Crispino.
From the Prudential Center here in Newark, New Jersey, Seton Hall and UConn. The starting lineups brought to you by M&T Bank, proud to be the official bank of the UConn Huskies and a leader in small business loans in Connecticut. For Seton Hall, coached by Shaheen Holloway, Adam Blood Clark is a guard, junior 5'10", from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Stephen Payne, a forward, 6'9", a senior, 6'9", 235 from Jacksonville, Florida. Al Staten McCray, grad guard, 6'4", 200 from Delray Beach, Florida. Elijah Fisher, a senior guard, 6'6", 220 from Toronto, Ontario. And Mike Williams, a junior guard, 6'3", 185 from Baltimore, Maryland. UConn comes in at 16-1, third in the country. Seton Hall 14-2, 25th in the country. For Dan Hurley, it's solo ball. The junior guard, 6'4", 200, Leesburg, Virginia. Silas Demery Jr., junior guard, 6'4", 195, Raleigh, North Carolina. Terrace Reed, junior to senior center. He is 6'11", 265 from St. Louis, Missouri. Alex Caravan, redshirt senior forward, 6'8", 230, Southborough, Mass. Braylon Mullins, freshman guard, 6'6", 196 from Greenfield, Indiana. Wayne Norman's keys to the game. The opening tip, following 10 seconds for station ID. And these messages presented by Brown Penderas and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Listen closely. Did you hear that? That's the sound of employees being productive. They're so efficient because they partnered with Xerox to manage workplace technology. From advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions, our local experts ensure your business runs smoothly. Visit us at Xerox.com/UConn. Xerox. We make work work.
Planning a move? Let Lippincott Van Lines, the official mover of the UConn Huskies, take the worry and stress out of your relocation. Whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across the street, Lippincott Van Lines will handle your packing, moving, and storage needs with the care and quality they deserve. If the UConn Huskies football team can trust Lippincott to get their gear to the field on time, you can trust them to get your items where they need to be. Call Lippincott Van Lines today for a free estimate at 800-245-8563.
Is your retirement game plan a well-executed play or just a Hail Mary? I'm Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner at Johnson Brunetti. As the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies, we've helped over 7,000 families navigate and thrive in retirement. Level up your financial playbook by visiting johnsonbrunetti.com for free financial planning resources. Johnson Brunetti Retirement, your financial playmaker. Johnson Brunetti is a marketing name for the businesses of JB Capital and JN Financial. Investment advisory services offered through JB Capital, LLC. Insurance products offered through JN Financial, LLC.
The UConn Huskies are on the air. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location.
Seton Hall finished last in the Big East last year, lost 4 starters, and was picked last in the preseason Big East coaches poll this year. But here they are, 14-2, tied for second in the Big East and ranked for the first time since 2022. Fourth-year head coach Shaheen Holloway did it with a crafty use of the transfer portal, focusing on defense. The Pirates lead the league in blocks and steals. They're second in field goal defense and turnovers forced. They are last in the Big East in three-point attempts. They're 4-1 in the league, despite shooting only 39% in league games. Seton Hall fields the shortest roster in high major basketball. Keys for UConn tonight, number 1, ball security. The Huskies have averaged 13.6 turnovers a game in the last 7 games. They've got to take better care of the ball, avoid unforced turnovers, and don't let Bud Clark impact the game. He leads the Big East with 35 steals. Number 2, win the rebounding battle. Seton Hall is a good rebounding team with the addition of Stephon Payne and freshman Najai Hines. The Hall is plus 2.9 on the glass. They don't shoot well. Don't give Seton Hall second chance looks. And number 3, transition defense and ball screen defense. Seton Hall will want to run. The keys to the game are brought to you by Sullivan Automotive Group, where Braylon Mullins shops. Drive like a champion with Sullivan Automotive. 8 brands in 4 locations in Torrington and Avon. Online at sullivanautomotive.com. UConn subs Alec Millender and Jacob Furphy are on the injury report and are not available tonight.
This Seton Hall team, a very balanced team. 9 players average 11 minutes a game. 7 average 7 points or more. 6 different players have led them in points, so they come at you in waves. They play hard on defense, and as Wayne mentioned, first time in the top 25 in the last 4 years. And they have beaten UConn here 4 in a row in some really heartbreaking fashions, and UConn's blown games down here. So they got to fix that. They got to change that narrative here tonight.
One thing, you talked about the bench production. TJ Simpkins, Tawan Simpkins, averages 11.8 points a game in Big East play. That leads the team in scoring in league games. He doesn't start. He comes off the bench.
Yeah, Brooklyn kid, transferred from Elon. Our opening tip, sponsored by Trantolo & Trantolo, Connecticut's personal injury law firm. The officials, John Gaffney, Tommy Morrissey, and Greg Evans. UConn wins the tip. They move left to right in their road blue. trimmed in white and red. It's Braylon Mullins out front to Silas Demery, guarded by Bud Clark. Demery with a stop and go, and a bounce pass to Reed, and Reed lays it in left-handed. He reversed it home. Nice feed by Silas, and it's 2-0 UConn. So a quick attack by Silas Demery. Seton Hall to our left. Staten McRae in his home white pumps it down low. The ball is loose. Picked up by Elijah Fisher. He attacks down low. Little jump hook, no good. Batted around, knocked out of bounds. It's off of UConn. So 2-0 start with Terrace Reed scoring in the paint.
Fisher missed that first shot for Seton Hall. Well traveled. It's been to 3 different schools before this one.
All right, the Pirates get it in. They work back outside to Mike Williams, a junior guard from Baltimore. Williams looking for help, guarded by Braylon Mullins. Now out front, Staten McRae trying to beat Caravan off the dribble. Can't do it. He hands to Williams, who drives in on Mullins. Good D by Mullins, but a left-hand floater goes in by Williams. What a shot that was. And it's 2-2. Full court pressure by the Pirates. Demery works across the timeline, guarded by Bud Clark. Hands off the solo ball, right sideline. Ball, couple of dribbles left-handed, out front to Mullins. Mullins, high post handoff to Demery off a high screen by Caravan. Demery to the basket. Jumps up and dumps to Reed. Ball is blocked. Couple of moves by Reed. He missed it. Caravan got a piece. And now Seton Hall comes up with it. On the run out, Al Staten McRae pulls up in the left wing. Thought about shooting. Tries to attack ball. Can't do it. Back out front to Mike Williams. He's got Braylon Mullins in front of him. Fires it right to Bud Clark, the junior guard. Now out front it comes to Stephen Payne. The quick move inside by Mike Williams. The kick to Clark along the left wing. Over Demery, the shot is good. 6-footer on the baseline. And the Hall leads it 4-2. Full court pressure every time by the Pirates. This is Demery being held by Clark as he runs across the timeline with the dribble. And he hands off the solo ball. Front court right. Ball on the right sideline with it. And he is being guarded by Al Staten McRae. Out front to Caravan. Demery in the paint. Gives to Mullins for 3, and he got his shot blocked. And saved off of, let's see, Seton Hall. So a blocked shot on a three-pointer by Mike Williams on Braylon Mullins. We have not seen that this year for the freshman.
First couple possessions, it was Demery at 6'4", trying to dribble, penetrate, get inside on 5'10". Clark got the ball each time to Terrace Reed. See if that's a theme for them.
Well, they dump it to Caravan, and his shot blocked. A little floater along the right side. He got to shoot it, and they're going to run out of time. A shot clock violation, and the Pirate fans rising up.
Well, they lead the Big East in shot blocks. They are number 10 in the country. UConn has gotten off to a 1-for-5 start. Of those 4 misses, 3 have been blocked.
All right, Clark across the timeline, guarded by Demery. 4-2 Seton Hall. Just underway, 2.5 minutes in. Staten McRae stolen by Reed. Reed on a run out, dumps inside, lays it up, missed it. Caravan put it in, but a foul is called, and Reed will have to go to the line to earn 2 free throws. Rarely do you see a center make a steal and go length of the court. Just missed laying it in. Now he's on the line to try to tie it up.
He's done a couple of good things aside from scoring and rebounding. The last 3 games, he's had 6 steals, so now that's 7 steals in 3+ games. And in the last 5 games coming in, he had 13 assists. This is a center, averaging 2.6 assists per game.
And Terrace misses the first free throw on the season. 63% by Reed. 29 of 47 now. Second one up. That one's good. So it's 4-3 Seton Hall. And the Pirates quickly to the front court. Bud Clark trying to blow by Demery. Can't do it on the right side of the lane. Now it backs away to the timeline. Gets it back. Demery on top of him. Now he starts to his right. The switch. Reed guards him. They kick it left for 3. Back rim no good. And a rebound Clark. And a jump ball is called. It'll be Seton Hall's. Nice play by Caravan to get a hand on that.
Bud Clark averages 2.5 rebounds a game despite being 5'10". Nobody boxed him out. He came out high to get that offensive rebound.
Now he dribbles right, pulls up over Reed. Good from 15. 6-3, Seton Hall. So Clark can score it, no question about it. Demery front court right on the right sideline. And he got whacked in the face by Clark, but no whistle. Now Demery top of the arc. Drives inside. Pulls up. Gives it on a bounce to Reed. Reed lost it. Got it blocked twice. And out of bounds it goes. So Seton Hall is doing a number on UConn in the paint right now. Blocking shots.
Payne gets the block. They've had 4 blocks in the game by 4 different players. But there's that formula again. 6'4" Demery getting the ball low to Reed.
All right, his ball in the near corner for 3. Missed it long. Knocked out of bounds. No, it's off Seton Hall. Yeah, they're going to have to reverse that one. It was off the hands of Elijah Fisher. He's a transfer from Pacific. And they've got players from Merrimack, Rice, Elon, Jacksonville, Fordham, NC State, Miami, Pacific, and LSU.
Before Pacific, he was at DePaul, where he had 2 good games against UConn in 2024.
All right, Demery inbound to our right on the baseline. Looking. Got to get rid of it. He gets it. A Caravan lays it in. Nice cut by Alex. 6'5", Seton Hall.
That's a third chance basket. Huskies got 2 offensive rebounds on that sequence.
All right, Clark to the front court. Deals to Staten McCray, and now back out front to Payne. Payne with a backdoor to Clark. Baseline jumper, back rim no good. Rebounded by Demery. Demery sprints to the front court. Kicks it left to Ball. Ball drives into the paint. Try to get a shot off. Couldn't do it. Now goes to the right hand, and he's fouled. So that time, Ball with an excellent fake and a secondary move gets fouled. He'll get 2 free throws when we come back. Under 16 minutes, 15:48 to go in the first. UConn trailing 6-5. UConn basketball brought to you by Johnson Brunetti, proud to be the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies. From Brown Paint Harrison Scott, this is UConn men's hoop on Learfield.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
At M&T Bank, we're continuously working to provide value to our customers. Like Lou, the CEO of OOFOS, a revolutionary footwear brand.
I think the thing I like most about working with M&T Bank is knowing they care. They sincerely care about us as a company. It's not just about the business transaction. They personally care about our business and our success and would make decisions that go above and beyond to achieve that.
See what banking together can do for you at mtb.com/together. Member FDIC.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go, Huskies! SeatGeek.
Play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball rolls on. Now, let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman. UConn basketball sponsored by New Face Home Improvements, locally trusted. For any roofing, siding, windows, doors, or bathroom upgrades, your home is like our home. This Pirate team, Wayne, they've been like the Cardiac Kids. They've come from behind a bunch this year, most recently down 15 to Creighton in this building, and they won 56-54 on Sunday.
They've had a 3-game winning streak, and all 3 of those they had big, late comebacks, mostly double-digit comebacks. So you might have a comfortable lead mid-second half. You better keep playing, and UConn has had a hard time putting teams away, so that could be a factor later on. But the start of the game, UConn shooting 2 for 8. 4 of the 6 misses were blocked by Seton Hall, but the Huskies have out-rebounded Seton Hall 6-3. That last baseline out-of-bounds play from Silas Demery to Alex Caravan was a third-chance basket by the Huskies. And that hoop by Caravan moves him past Earl Kelly to number 19 all-time in UConn scoring history 1,593 points.
Dan Hurley back at a place where he spent 4 years playing college basketball. He is 6-5 against the Halls, the UConn coach. 7-6 overall. He was a two-time Big East champ with the Pirates, scored 1,000 points, and as a senior, he led them in minutes. So he's back home in many ways here at the Prudential Center.
Class of 96, Shaheen Holloway from Seton Hall, class of 2000.
And Ball misses the free throw.
That's rare.
Yeah, UConn's free throw shooting just over 70%.
They've been better the last two games, though. 84% coming in. Ball had been lights out. 17 of his last 19 before that miss.
1 of 2 for Solos, tied at 6. UConn up to nearly 72% from the free throw line. Here is Payne outside on a handoff to Williams. Try to get a shot off over Mullins. Mid-range 2 is good from the left elbow, and the Pirates regain the lead 8-6. They're 4 for 7 from the field. This is Demery double-teamed in traffic, and he threw it away. Pirates trying to capitalize, and the ball taken away by Demery. He picked the pocket, and he did it beautifully at that time of Al State and McCray, so UConn gets it back. And here's Caravan for 3, and he rattles it home from the right wing. Alex Caravan. And the Huskies regain the lead 9-8.
What made that work was the quick release. He took that shot almost a little bit to the right of the top of the circle. As soon as he took the pass from Demery, he launched and hit.
Going to be a great matchup. Demery and Clark. He attacks Demery, kicks in the near corner to Williams. He missed the 3. The rebound Ball. Ball runs to the front court as Jalen Stewart gets set to check in. Here's Ball outside the arc and a handoff to Caravan out front to Reed. Couple of dribbles and a handoff to Mullins. They double him. He gets to Demery for 3, and Silas off the back rim, no good. And boarded that time by Mike Williams. Williams drives the paint, gives to Clark. Clark on the left sideline, back out front with it, guarded by Demery. Left-hand dribble up the high screen of Payne. Into the paint, Clark spins, lost the ball. Mullins comes up with it. And here come the Huskies. 9-8, they lead it. Caravan on the left sideline starts to his right behind the screen of Reed. Stays with the dribble into the paint. Kicks in the far corner to Mullins for 3. No good, front rim. Rebounded by Mike Williams. Williams quickly to the front court. The transfer from LSU. Back out front to Bud Clark. Front court left. Clark has it. Guarded by Demery. Skips on the left sideline to Williams. Williams guarded there by Caravan. Backs away. Tries to dribble, penetrate, pull up, jumper. Good by Williams. About a 15-footer off the foul line extended, and Seton Hall has the lead back 10-9. Williams has 6. Clark has 4. All 10 of the points from those two. Braylon Mullins between the rings. Fires it to Demery. Almost turned it over on the left sideline. Demery recovers. High screen by Caravan. Demery skips it right to Ball, who turns and fires a 3. Back rim, no good. And it's rebounded by Clark. UConn 1 for 5 from distance. Clark front court left. Guarded by Reed on a switch. And Reed chips it out of his hands, and it just goes out of bounds. Eric Ryba will come in for Terrace Reed here. Reed plays 7 minutes to start.
I think the Huskies are starting to shoot from outside to open up that inside, which is where all the blocks have come from. Their last 4 shots have all been three-pointers since that timeout. Caravan made 1, next 3 missed.
Trey Parker comes in, sophomore guard, transfer from NC State for Seton Hall. Trying to inbound the ball to our left. He gets it in. It's a 3-ball, long off the right wing, taken by Al State and McCray. Seton Hall 0 for 3 from distance. Here's Malachi Smith, just came in the ball game, skips it to Caravan on the left wing to Ryba, and Ryba is tied up on a drive to the basket. It'll be UConn basketball. Ryba's got to go with more authority than that. As Seton Hall have been dominant blocking shots, they got 5 blocks in the opening 7 minutes. At this rate, they're going to block 25 shots.
For the record, they average 5.7 a game.
All right, here's Ball to inbound to Stewart on the near corner. To our right in front of Shaheen Holloway. Back out front to Solo. Solo puts it on the floor. Tacks inside, gives to Ryba, and Ryba lays it in. Good pass by Ball. And Eric, off glass, gives UConn the lead back. It's 11-10, 12 and a half to go in the first. Pirates in their home white, front court left. Josh Rivera has the basketball, and he hands it now to Tawan Simpkins on the left sideline, guarded by Stewart. Simpkins dumps it down low to Hines. Hines, the big man, trying to work on Ryba. Trying to get a jump hook up, and it rolls in. Najai Hines is a freshman forward from Plainville, New Jersey, and Dan Hurley mentioned him. Been playing well for Seton Hall, 12-11 Pirates. Here's Malachi front court right on the right sideline. Now back to the left with a left-hand dribble. Now skips it to Caravan. Caravan dives inside, fires to Stewart in the near corner. Stewie in and out, and rebounded by Trey Parker. Parker runs to the front court. He gives it up to Josh Rivera. It's now in the hands of Simpkins, guarded by Stewart. And what do we have down low? A foul on Ryba. And that'll stop play under 12 minutes with 11:37 to go in the first. Seton Hall leading 12-11. Listen during our broadcast for the dime of the game, presented by Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. 1 point lead for the Pirates. 11.5 left in the first. From Brown Paint, Harrison Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. As one of the area's leading commercial lenders, we place a priority on helping local business owners build and grow their businesses, big or small. Because our lenders live and work in the markets we serve, our homegrown expertise can help create opportunities for local businesses to thrive. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
The exclusive home of the Huskies. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing to do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Friday, the Ice Bus opens a weekend 2-game series with the Vermont Catamounts. Bob Joyce has the call of both games. Friday at 6:45, Saturday at 3:45 from the Toscano Family Ice Forum. Here along the UConn Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, and the VarsityNetwork.com.
Seton Hall shooting only 39% from the floor in Big East games. They're off to a 6-for-11 start here, 55%. And this is starting to become an issue for a UConn team that's been a good defensive team all year long. Providence shot 50% in the second half of that game, and DePaul shot 57% in the second half of the game on Sunday. So Huskies giving up some field goals to the opponents now, and Seton Hall not a good shooting team, and they're shooting well today.
All right, they inbound the ball to Hines. Back out front, top of the key, it comes to Clark. One bounce down low to Hines, working on Ryba, spins on him, got away with a travel, missed the shot. And it's rebounded by Solo Ball.
Thought maybe Ryba got away with a foul, too.
All right, Ball in the front court, left to right. Fires it over to Malachi Smith on the left sideline at the hash. Out front to Ryba. Quick handoff Ball. They double-team Ryba, and he throws it away. Ball does. He had a pick and roll to Ryba, but Solo went to the corner looking for a 3-ball. UConn's got to take advantage of Ryba when he makes that cut. Get inside and try to score.
3 turnovers by each team. They brought Ryba in at the 16-minute timeout. They've left him on the floor at the 12-minute timeout. Didn't bring Reed back in.
All right, Bud Clark, front court on the left sideline. Back out front to Josh Rivera. He fires it right to Trey Parker. Out front to Clark again. Clark trying to beat Malachi up the spin. Into the paint. Fadeaway jumper good from 12 feet away. And Clark can score it, that's for sure. He's got 6. And Seton Hall leads by 3, 14-11. Malachi Smith driving on Clark. Cut off there, has it between the rings. Starts right up a screen by Caravan to the basket. Smith lost it on the way in, but he is fouled. Let's see who this is on. Is Jaden Ross and Silas Demery get set to check in. Stewart comes out.
Fouls on Bud Clark, who is the most foul-prone member of the Seton Hall team.
So UConn's going to go with Malachi Smith and Demery in a backcourt here together. Let's see how this works. Malachi inbound on the right sideline, on the baseline to our right, and having trouble, and gets it into Caravan on the sideline right.
That could have been a 5-second violation.
Here's Caravan out front to Ribo. Ribo a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Ross. And Ross is called for traveling.
4 turnovers on the Huskies, including back-to-back plays.
All right, so the Pirates leading 14-11, 10:26 to go here in the first.
Terrace Reed back in the game now, and he'll be matched up against the guy that played some tight end in football, Najai Hines, 6'10", 265.
He's a big man. Here's Bud Clark, front court left sideline, guarded by Demery. Out front they work. It's in the hands of Tawan Simpkins. He drives inside, lost it. Malachi on a run out. It's a foot race. He gets to the basket, lost the ball, but he's fouled by Seton Hall, and that would be their 4th. UConn only has 1 foul so far in the game. They haven't scored, though. UConn in the last 2:31. Braylon Mullins comes back in. Malachi Smith comes out. UConn wearing those road blues with Connecticut across the chest. They've been going old school most of the year.
Foul is on Trey Parker, the NC State transfer, his first.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman here at Prudential Center as Demery looks to get it in. And he just does get it in to Reed, but it's deflected out of bounds by Najai Hines.
Hines was a late commit, the 6'10 freshman from Plainfield, New Jersey, same hometown as UConn defensive back Cam Chadwick, as they signed him like in June or July, and he's becoming a big part of the rotation.
Yeah, plays 18 minutes, averages almost 8 points a game, 5.5 rebounds. As Ross inbounds the ball to Demery. Demery, top of the arc, starts to his right, guarded by Bud Clark. Left-hand dribble. Now starts back to his left. Keeps the dribble. And attacks Clark. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Tipped in by Reed on the weak side. Nice play by Terrace. 14-13. I'll tell you, you got to get mugged, and blood has to be drawn to get a whistle right now.
Yeah, Coach Hurley looking for the initial foul defending Demery.
Oh, they go down low, and there's a foul. It's Simpkins deep in the paint. UConn allowed that. And when you get close to the rim like that, it's tough to defend. So it's going to be Simpkins on the line.
Jaden Ross commits the foul, his first. Jaden had the braided hair the last couple of games. He's got the full fro going on now.
Good free throw shooter, and he misses 86.5%. Tawan Simpkins. He transferred from Elon, not exactly a basketball factory. He's a Brooklyn kid.
Averaged 14.6 points a game there in his 1 year. He's number 2 in the Big East in free throw percentage.
And he misses both of them. So still a 1-point lead for the Pirates. Demery into the front court right on the right sideline. Clark is all over him, pushing and shoving. And you got to call a foul at some point, but they're not doing it. Now Demery keeps his dribble out front to Caravan. Caravan now high post handoff left side to Reed. Faces up. Reed with the ball over his head. Attacks inside, lays it up and missed it. But Caravan stuffs home the rebound. Alex Caravan elevating. And UConn leads 15-14. 9 minutes to go. Bud Clark, front court left, gives to Simpkins, gets it back. He's guarded by Demery. Right-hand dribble. Now it's in the hands of Trey Parker, matched up on the freshman Mullins. Fires it left. Rivera got away with a travel, but he kicks it back outside. They still have the ball with 5 seconds. They need a shot. Parker launches, and he's fouled by Mullins. So Seton Hall escapes a turnover. Now they get 3 free throws.
Seton Hall, not a good three-point shooting team. They take the fewest threes in the league. They make the fewest threes in the league. They're 0 for 3 from three-point range, and that was a shot under pressure. And Mullins came out. I tracked the number of times UConn players, including Mullins, get fouled on three-point shots. He just had one on Sunday against DePaul. I think that's the first time the opponents have been fouled on a three-point shot this year against UConn.
Another missed free throw by Seton Hall. They are a 75% free throw shooting team.
Second in the Big East behind Providence.
And they've made 21 more than their opponents coming in. They get another chance here. UConn 1-point lead, 15-14. 8:45 to go in the first. Second one up and good. So Parker gets 3 of them. He came from NC State. A Fayetteville, North Carolina native.
Didn't do much there. 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist per game. But he's averaged 10 points a game in Seton Hall's last 3 games, all wins.
Yeah, playing 17 minutes a game. Here's the third one, and he missed 2 of 3. So UConn and Seton Hall is still tied at 15. Mullins working on Parker. Across the timeline. Drives to the right of the lane. Backs away with a left-hand dribble and scoop hands off to Reed. On the right side of Demery. Demery, left-hand dribble being guarded by Clark, who's really handsy. Caravan for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Mullins. Back to Caravan on the right wing. Down low to Reed. Reed now backs in. Spins his man. Beats him on a layup. Oh, what a move. Tyrannosaurus Reed. And he schooled Stephen Payne that time. UConn by 2, 17-15. Clark to the front court with 8:10 to go. First half. Rivera gives it up to the driving Al Staten McCray. His shot is no good. And Caravan tracks the rebound down, but he stepped on the sideline. And we're under 8 minutes. 7:51 to go. UConn leading 17-15. Discover Dean Cabinetry, trusted for 25 years. Stock, custom, and semi-custom kitchens built for your budget. Schedule today at deancabinetry.com, a proud local sponsor of the UConn Sports Network. From Brown Panderas and Scott, UConn with a 2-point lead, 7:51 to go in the first. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Are you traveling out of Bradley Airport and need a safe, reliable place to park your car? Trust your vehicle to Laz Fly Off-Airport Parking, located on Route 75 in Windsor Locks. They have both valet and self-park options to fit any budget. Laz Fly is open 24 hours a day and will get you to the airport on time every time. Join their loyalty program to earn points for free parking, and be sure to ask about their corporate discounts. Save 20% by pre-booking online at lazfly.com. Laz Fly is the official parking company and a proud supporter of UConn Athletics.
Happy New Year. There's no better time to start 2026 with a brand new vehicle from Monaco Ford and enjoy the Monaco difference.
When you purchase a new Ford, you get exclusive benefits at no extra cost, giving you a better ownership experience from day one.
These perks also help maintain your vehicle's value, so you enjoy stronger resale in the future.
Start the year off right. Experience the peace of mind, convenience, and added value that comes standard at Monaco Ford. Visit us in person or online at monacoford.com.
Huskies live here. You're listening to play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman, Alex Green, our engineer. Courtside at Seton Hall, where UConn leads by 2. UConn basketball action sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Hartford. Make your move. Connect with the top orthopedic specialists at OAHCT.com.
Huskies beginning to assert their dominance on the glass, not just overall rebounding, but the offensive rebounds. UConn is out rebounding Seton Hall 14-8. UConn has 8 offensive rebounds, good for 8 second chance points, and UConn's last 3 field goals are all on second chance opportunities. Reed, Caravan and Reed. In fact, the Caravan was a rebound dunk after a Terrace Reed Jr. miss. So the Huskies rebounding has been one key part of this game. Seton Hall is shooting 7 for 11 from two-point range, but they're 0 for 3 from 3 and 1 for 5 from the foul line. So they're shooting the ball well from the floor, but not outside the arc and not at the line.
UConn up by 2 despite shooting 7 of 21. Here's Josh Rivera posting up, trying to bank it home, missed, but a stuffed putback that time by Payne, and we're even at 17 apiece. Seton Hall now 8 of 16 from the field, 50%. Here's Mullins, gives it up to Demery, foul line extended left. Silas puts it on the floor. Guarded by Clark, and a foul outside, a hold that time by Josh Rivera on Alex Caravan. And that is the 6th team foul on Seton Hall with 7:24 to go in the first half. Tied at 17. Jaden Ross inbounds to Demery between the rings, top of the arc. Demery back to his right, guarded by Clark. Nice screen by Caravan. Here's Reed. Foul line extended left to Mullins. A pick and roll and a foul has been called on Reed. A moving screen. That's his first. And the 5th team foul, a 4th team foul on UConn.
Interesting to see the kick-out pass to the perimeter. Reed, who's not going to shoot him out there, but it was the beginning of a pick and roll.
A hard drive, Rivera on Caravan, and he banks it in. And Seton Hall has the lead by 2. He just drove it hard and fired it up and went right off the glass and in. So Rivera's got his first bucket. 2-point Seton Hall lead. Ball back in the game, has it out near the timeline. Puts it on the floor left-handed, gives it up to Ross. Ross outside the arc and a handoff to Demery, who starts to his right. Demery puts it on the floor. It's guarded by Clark. They go pick and roll to Reed. Great pass, and Reed lays it up for 2 to tie the game at 19. Demery now with 4 assists.
Reed was so open. The lane he was the only one in the lane. He could have dunked that, but decided to play it safe.
Not good pick and roll defense by the Pirates that time. Now it's Clark on the right sideline. Foul line extended. Puts it on the floor. He attacks Demery. Cuts him off. Demery on the right baseline with the defense. Out front, the drive by Williams, and a foul on Ross. Good defense, I thought, by Jaden Ross right in front of us. We had a good angle of it.
2 fouls on Jay Ross.
Tommy Morrissey, the man who made the call, said he used a forearm, but not sure.
He's the first player in the game to have more than 1 foul.
Here's the free throw, and that one's up and good by Williams. So now Seton Hall 2 of 6 on the line. Caravan gets his first rest of the day.
Williams hasn't been great from the line. 3 for 6 in Big East games coming in, now 4 for 7.
As Stewart comes into the ball game. Jacob Darr, the senior forward, 6'7", transfer from Rice's, and another missed free throw, and Reed got the rebound. Clark is literally holding Demery up and down the court. Now Silas has it on the right sideline, front court right, guarded by Bud Clark. Jabs at his right foot, starts left, gives it up to Mullins. They go down low to Reed. Reed back to the basket. Hard move inside. Trying to spin, drives, hooks, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Oh, you got to love it, T-Rex. And Reed is putting it down. He's got 11, 5 for 9. Right now, the Pirates don't have an answer. UConn leads 21-20.
No assist on that play. That was all Terrace Reed Jr. creating his own shot, starting from the left side of the lane by the baseline, backing his way in, and then going over Payne, and Payne picks up foul number 2. He's their starting center. Dan Hurley told you on the pregame interview, Mike, he said, our bigs need to outplay them at center, and certainly Terrace Reed Jr. has done that.
All right, Reed for the free throw and a three-point play, and he's got it. UConn leads 22-20. Huskies now 3 for 5 from the line, while Seton Hall's 2 for 7. Bud Clark across the timeline, right to left. A left-hand dribble gives to Hines. It's nearly stolen, and Hines can't save it, and it is a turnover. Reed with some good defense forced the turnover, and UConn gets it.
Terrace doing it at both ends of the court.
All right, Demery across the timeline with a right-hand dribble gives to Mullins. He's been quiet. Out front it comes to Reed. Backdoor cut Mullins, and Mullins stuffs it home. UConn, a backdoor deuce by the rookie. Our dime of the game presented by Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Biggest lead of the game for UConn, 24-20. Now they skip it on the left sideline. It's in the hands of Seton McCray, guarded by Mullins. Can't get by him. Now he hands off to Dar. He attacks Stewart. Stop there. Back out front, Clark on the right wing. Clark going to work on Stewart. Drives inside. Fadeaway blocked by Stewie. Oh, here comes Demery off the spin. Mullins for three. Got it. And he's fouled. A 3-ball. A moon ball. Braylon the Kid. And UConn leads 27-20.
Huskies with an 8-0 run. They've hit their last 4 shots, 5 of the last 6. You just talked about Mullins being quiet, and right off the bat, he gets a dunk from Terrace Reed Jr., Mullins' second dunk of the season, and then the transition 3. Silas Demery got the assist on that, and Demery already has 5 assists in this game.
All right, Mullins tries to complete a 4-point play. Wayne, you've been chronicling these 3-point plays. Oh, he missed the free throw, though. And a rebound taken down by Godswill Aranarane, who's just gotten back in the ball game. Now Seton Hall has it front court left. They give it up to Seton McCray, who spins to the right outside the arc. And he hands off to Trey Parker. Left wing Williams, guarded by Stewart. Can't get by him. Starts backwards. Crossover. Fadeaway by Williams. Back rim no good. Who's got it? It's Paul. He saves it to Ryba. And Ryba ahead to Mullins, and UConn into the front court to our right. Malachi Smith, 4:20 to go in the first. Malachi being guarded there by Trey Parker. Fires it right to Mullins. Mullins out front to Ryba. Ryba with a couple dribbles and a handoff to Ball. Ball outside the arc to Malachi. Spins right. Malachi to the basket. Lays it up. Missed it. Got the rebound. Saved it to Mullins. Malachi in a corner for 3. Oh, he buried it. A triple. A timeout by Shaheen as UConn, with a little D and a lot of offense, opens up a double-digit lead, 30-20, under 4 minutes to go.
11-0 run for the Huskies, their 7th run of the season of double digits, as Malachi Smith missed an open shot, got the rebound at the other side of the floor, the left side, hit the open jumper. Mullins got the assist, and the Huskies up by 10.
UConn men's basketball brought to you by JT Gamo, Hartford, and JTGamo.com. Connecticut's #1 place for Tux Rentals, fits, custom fit suits, and men's fashion. From Brown, Banderas, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Power Station Events is the official production partner of the UConn Huskies, the ultimate one-stop source featuring audio, video, lighting, staging, talented DJs and musicians, photography and videography, stunning decor and florals, and much more. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we want to thank UConn Nation as we look forward to the next 40 years. Visit us at powerstationevents.com and let us help you plan your next awesome event.
The Huskies live here. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman at the Prudential Center, where UConn leads 29-20 under 4 minutes to go. Champions choose Monaco Ford. Just ask Alex Caravan and Ashlyn Shade whether you're in Glastonbury or Nyack. Monaco Ford, the trusted choice for athletes and fans alike. Shop like a champion online anytime at monacoford.com.
So it was not a three by Smith. It was very close to a three-pointer from the left corner, but they made it a two-pointer. So it's a 10-0 UConn run. Huskies got a three-point play by Terrace Reed Jr. They got a Reed miss that was actually an assist by Reed for a Mullins dunk, and then a Mullins three in transition, and then a Smith two-pointer to cap that 10-0 run.
So it's Seton Hall with it, front court left in the half court. They work in the perimeter to Mike Williams, back out front to Trey Parker. Clark is on the bench for the moment. Parker pull up, elbow jumper, no good, rebounded by Stewart. And a foul called on a UConn player in the paint.
I think it's Ryba.
Yeah, it's Eric Ryba. And that is UConn's fifth of 6 team fouls, so no free throws.
And that's 2 fouls on the UConn freshman center, so Terrace Reed Jr. comes back. And the last stats show that Braylon Mullins had the best plus-minus for UConn with plus 12, but I thought that Reed was just doing everything for the Huskies. 12 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, an assist.
All right, Parker inbounds the ball off the bottom of the rim, and UConn has it, and ball's on a run to Jalen Stewart, and Stewart reverses it home on a break. And UConn leads 31-20. Great pass by Ball and a nice finish by Stewart. Now Simpkins, front court left on the right sideline. Hands to Trey Parker. It's guarded by Malachi Smith. Parker fires on the right sideline to Juan Simpkins. And back out front it comes to Mike Williams. Now Dar and a handoff to Simpkins into the paint. Fires it up. No, it's stolen. Ball has it on a run out with Malachi. To the basket. Ball lost it. It's out of bounds, deflected by Seton Hall. And UConn will have it under 3 minutes to go. Hines comes in. And Elijah Fisher, the senior guard, who transferred from Pacific.
One thing that's worked well for UConn these last few minutes, they've been able to up-tempo the game. They're not playing that slow-down game that Seton Hall wants to play, and it's worked to UConn's advantage.
Caravan in, Stewart out. Stewie, good D, nice finish.
Yeah, good D. In fact, it was his block that set up that three-pointer in transition by Mullins.
Malachi's got to get it in, and he does get it into Mullins on the right sideline to our right. Mullins backs away from Parker's defense, hands to Malachi. Smith with it. Starts left off a screen by Ball. Now back to his right. Keeps the dribble. He got 12 to shoot. Smith trying to set something up off a high screen from Reed. He drives it to the left. Nowhere to go. Now it gives up on bounce to Reed. Now they're running out of time. Ball's got to fire it. And he will to the basket. Lays it in. He beat the buzzer. 2.5 to go. UConn's biggest lead of the ball game, 33-20. So Ball's got his first bucket. Here comes Parker. On the right sideline, front court left. Started by Malachi. Fires in the air corner to Williams. No good. Rebound by Malachi. Malachi sprints to the front court. Pulls up on the right wing. Screen by Reed. Gives it right to Mullins. Mullins starts to his left. Back to his right. Double for the moment. He had a man open. He drives baseline, and he stepped on the sideline. Out of bounds. It'll be Seton Hall's basketball as UConn turns it over for the 6th time.
16-1 UConn run. Huskies have been red hot from the floor, 7 of the last 8. And again, this up-tempo has really worked to UConn's advantage.
UConn leading 33-20. 2 minutes to go. Trey Parker across the timeline, right to left. They work on the perimeter. It's in the hands of DeJuan Simpkins. Simpkins puts it on the floor. He attacks Reed. He kicks it in their corner. Gets it back on the left wing. Starts to his right. Pick and roll down low to Fisher. Stolen by Mullins for the moment. It's still loose. Hines trying to get a shot off. And no shot. A foul is called before the shot. And I think that's going to put Najai Hines on the line 1-1.
I think they got Reed. If so, that would be foul number 2 on the big guy. And I really thought principle of verticality. He went straight up. I didn't think he reached in on that, but I don't have a whistle. Silas Demery.
They called it on Demery, but they're saying it's a shot. I don't know. He didn't get a shot off.
So I guess I was right about the principle of verticality on Reed. He did not foul him.
I think it is 1-1. Okay. And Hines' free throw is good. So they get the front end. Seton Hall, we mentioned 75% from the free throw line, but they're only 3 of 8 so far in this game.
And the big man, pretty good shooter. He's now 7 of 8 in Big East games from the line.
Yeah, they're second in the league from the line. Here's the next one. That one rolls in off the front rim.
So that ends the 14-0 UConn run.
A minute and a half to go as Caravan fires it into Reed. Reed trying to get it to Demery, and they throw it away. They say it was deflected. The UConn bench is saying it was deflected, but there was not a call in that direction. It'll be a Pirates basketball. That was a poor turnover.
Terrace Reed Jr. gets his second turnover of the game. Huskies with back-to-back possessions with turnovers.
And he inbounded to Hines, top of the arc. He fires it left to Parker outside the arc. Parker out front. They get it to Williams. Picked up by Ball on a switch. Williams top of the arc trying to beat him off the dribble. Attacks inside. Puts up a jumper. It's no good. Hines tips it. It's rebounded by Reed. Outlet Demery. Fast break Ball. Ball stuffs it home right-handed. He rocks the rim. Monaco Ford Championship drive, courtesy of Monaco Ford in Glastonbury and Niantic. Shop like a champion online anytime at MonacoFord.com. UConn 35-22. Parker with it. Starts to his right. Guarded by Demery. Kicks it out front to Simpkins on the left wing. The ball comes loose. It's a turnover off the hands of Elijah Fisher. And UConn now with 49 seconds left after the 8th turnover by Seton Hall has the basketball. No field goals by Seton Hall in over 6 minutes here, while UConn is going 4 for their last 4. Here's Demery quickly across the timeline against Trey Parker. Starts to his left. Now a screen from Reed. Demery keeps it. Trying to lay it up left-handed. Down he goes. It's taken on a rebound by Caravan. It ends up in Ball's hands. He missed the 3, and Hines got the rebound. UConn had an opportunity there to go up big by 16. It's 13 with 29 seconds to go. Shot clock, game clock are almost identical, as Seton Hall is going to take some time off here. Parker over by the timeline to our right. It's guarded by Demery. Puts it on the floor. Gets a big screen from Hines. Reed cuts him off. They fire it cross court and out of bounds. Seton Hall another turnover. That's 9 for them. And Dan Hurley wants a timeout with 3.1 seconds left. Let's see what they can come up with very little time to work. But UConn, who started out shooting poorly, is now at 47%.
Huskies missed 6 of the first 7 shots of the game. Actually, they made their first shot and then missed 6 in a row. But they have been red hot lately despite missing their last 2. But the defense has really turned this around, including these recent turnovers. There's been about 3 turnovers in the last 5 possessions by Seton Hall. And again, Seton Hall has had a difficult time getting field goals to drop. They have gone to the line a few times, but this change of tempo that UConn has been able to accelerate pace and get these fast break opportunities. Solo Ball just finished one off as he got his 7th dunk of the year for UConn's last field goal.
Got a quick note here. UConn men's basketball, the annual Coaches versus Cancer game is January 24th at the People's Bank Arena. The Huskies take on Villanova. All fans who are attending the game are encouraged to submit a photo of a loved one who has been affected by cancer at UConnHuskies.com/CVC. Andrea Hurley, wife of UConn head coach Dan Hurley, and other spouses of our coaching staff will be creating buttons with the photos for fans to wear at the game to honor their loved ones. Visit UConnHuskies.com/CVC to submit your photo today.
So with 3.1 seconds to go, would UConn look for a 3 here? They're 2 for 10 outside the arc, but they've been lights out inside the arc.
All right, Caravan looking inbound in the backcourt, and he does get it into Demery. Demery will try to fire it up from 40 feet away, and he hits the backboard, but it doesn't go in the basket. But UConn goes to the locker room leading 35-22, holding Seton Hall without a field goal for the last 7 minutes and 5 seconds. They went 0 for 6 in that stretch, and UConn has a 13-point advantage at halftime. Stay with us. Halftime report coming up with Paul Roper. That's next. Presented by Brown Paint Harrison Scott. This is UConn basketball from Learfield.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them.
All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Newclo, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Kohl's new clearance markdowns are intense. Up to 70% off is the kind of deal that'll leave you feeling stunned and make you whisper things like, "Where have you been my whole life?" to a cardigan. Just take a deep breath, steady your cart, and try to act normal. But it's not possible. The savings are just too good. Shop new clearance markdowns now in-store and online at Kohl's. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Planning a move? Let Lippincott Van Lines, the official mover of the UCONN Huskies, take the worry and stress out of your relocation. Whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across the street, Lippincott Van Lines will handle your packing, moving, and storage needs with the care and quality they deserve. If the UCONN Huskies football team can trust Lippincott to get their gear to the field on time, you can trust them to get your items where they need to be. Call Lippincott Van Lines today for a free estimate at 800-245-8563.
Minutes are in the books. This is the Husky Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll recap the first half and check scores from across the country. Now, let's go to the Learfield Network Studios.
Great end to the first half for UConn as the third-ranked Huskies are enjoying a 13-point lead at the Rock, 35-22 over the 25th-ranked Seton Hall Pirates. UConn closes out the first half on a 16-2 run after they had trailed 20-19 with 6:12 left to play in the opening half. Paul Roper with you in the Learfield Network Studios with two finals on the Big East scoreboard. Villanova heads to Amica Mutual Pavilion and takes down Providence 88-82. The Cats now 5-1 in the Big East, while the Friars fall to 1-5. St. John's also 5-1 in the Big East as they defeat Marquette 92-68, thanks to 22 points and 7 boards from Zuby Ojapor. So the Johnnies and the Wildcats each with wins today, and coming up later at 9 will be Georgetown and Creighton scoring off in Omaha in the final Big East game of the night. We'll take a look at scores from the top 25. Plenty of action around the top 25 tonight, including an ACC showdown between ranked teams in Louisville. That's coming up after this break as the Huskies have a 35-22 lead at halftime. But first, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification, and these messages presented by Brown, Payne, Dearest, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball from Learfield.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health, we're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Huskies lead at 35-22 at Newark. Paul Roper with you in the Learfield Network studios as we take a look at scores from the top 25. Another ranked matchup going on in the ACC tonight between number 16 Virginia and 20th ranked Louisville, and it's the Hoos with a 65-52 lead over the Cardinals on the road. That's with 5:19 left to play in the Bluegrass State. Meanwhile, number 12 Michigan State putting the finishing touches on Indiana. Spartans lead it by 21 with 4 minutes to play, 74-53. 24th ranked Tennessee coming off of a blowout loss on the road against Florida. Right now struggling against Texas A&M. It's the Aggies with a 1-point lead. 5 minutes left to play. Knoxville 58-57. And just getting underway out of the Big 12, 7th ranked Houston, an early 12-2 advantage over West Virginia. That game is 6 minutes in. Our halftime score from Newark, UConn 35, Seton Hall 22. We'll set it back to the Rock. Wayne Norman has your first half stats after these, presented by Brown, Paindeers, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball from Learfield.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's not just by providing banking services, though we're very good at that. We pride ourselves in giving back in ways that go beyond banking. Acts that range from serving on local boards to neighborhood food pantries. Our employees do so not because they have to, but willingly because they care. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting a little more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
Are you traveling out of Bradley Airport and need a safe, reliable place to park your car? Trust your vehicle to Last Fly Off-Airport Parking, located on Route 75 in Windsor Locks. They have both valet and self-park options to fit any budget. Last Fly is open 24 hours a day and will get you to the airport on time every time. Join their loyalty program to earn points for free parking and be sure to ask about their corporate discounts. Save 20% by pre-booking online at lazfly.com. Last Fly is the official parking company and a proud supporter of UConn Athletics.
Listen closely. Did you hear that? That's the sound of employees being productive. They're so efficient because they partnered with Xerox to manage workplace technology. From advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions, our local experts ensure your business runs smoothly. Visit us at Xerox.com/UConn. Xerox. We make work work.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Huskies with a 13-point halftime lead, equaling their largest of the first half, 35-22 at Seton Hall. Seton Hall's 22 first-half points, the fewest allowed by UConn against any opponent since November. Bryant had 21 in the first half, and UMass Lowell had 17. UConn led in scoring by Terrace Reed Jr., a brilliant first half with 12 points and a team-high 5 rebounds. Alex Caraban had 7. They all came fairly early in the half. Solo Ball had 5. They came late in the half. Silas Demery didn't score, but he did have a team-high 6 assists, and Braylon Mullins had 5, and the highest plus-minus on the team at plus 16. Off the bench, UConn got 2 from Malachi Smith, 2 from Jalen Stewart, and 2 from Eric Ryba. Jaden Ross did not score. While for Seton Hall, they were led by Mike Williams with 7 points. Stephon Payne had 2. Bud Clark had 6. Staten McCray and Fisher did not score. While off the bench, Josh Rivera had 2. Najai Hines had 4. Trey Parker had 1. Simpkins, Dar, and Ariane did not score for Seton Hall, which was 9 of 23 from the floor in the first half, 39%, but they were 0 for 4 from three-point range. They take and make the fewest threes in the Big East, and they were just 4 of 9 from the line. UConn, meanwhile, after that slow start, one of the first 7, ended up the half 15 of 32, 47%. They shot just 2 for 10 from three-point range. Last 2 games, UConn has shot 53% combined from three-point range, and UConn was 3 for 6 from the foul line. UConn rebounding, dominant, especially in the last 10 minutes of the half, 22-13, led by the 5 from Reed. They had 11 offensive rebounds, good for 12 second-chance points. And for Seton Hall, they had 6 offensive rebounds, good for 6 second-chance points. Seton Hall had 2 assists on 9 field goals. UConn 10 assists on 15 field goals. Huskies had 7 first-half turnovers, good for 6 Seton Hall points, while Seton Hall had 9 turnovers. A lot of those came down the stretch, good for 12 UConn points. Seton Hall had just 1 steal, but 6 blocks in the first half. Most of those came early, and UConn had 6 steals in the first half and 1 block. Huskies' best scoring run was 14-0 in that game. Their longest scoring run of the year was 20 against UMass Lowell. 14 equals the second longest scoring run they've had this year. Seton Hall's longest scoring run was just 4. Fast break points, 7-0 UConn. Points in the paint, 24-10 UConn. Bench production, Seton Hall 7 points, 4 rebounds. UConn 6 points and 4 rebounds as the Huskies leading Seton Hall at halftime 35-22. But as I heard one of the fans say when I left the courtside here at halftime, they said, hey, don't forget, we have big second halves. This is a team that's had some really good closing runs in games, including each of their last 3 games. The J. Robert Donnelly Husky Heritage Sports Museum, located in the UConn Alumni Center on the store's campus, will be open to the public for self-guided tours on Monday before the UConn women's basketball game against number 23 Notre Dame. The museum will be open from 3 until 4:45 before the 5 o'clock tip-off. A ticket for the game is not required to visit the museum. The Alumni Center, located at 2384 Alumni Drive, and fans will be able to access the museum through the front door near the north end of the Sherman Family Sports Complex. The museum features displays and memorabilia from all 21 UConn athletic teams, including all 12 women's basketball and all 6 men's basketball NCAA championship trophies. If you're a real UConn fan, it's a great museum to visit, the Donnelly Husky Heritage Sports Museum. 35-22, UConn leads Seton Hall. From Brown, Panderas, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Power Station Events is the official production partner of the UConn Huskies, the ultimate one-stop source featuring audio, video, lighting, staging, talented DJs and musicians, photography and videography, stunning decor and florals, and much more. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we want to thank UConn Nation as we look forward to the next 40 years. Visit us at PowerStationEvents.com and let us help you plan your next awesome event.
Happy New Year. There's no better time to start 2026 with a brand new vehicle from Monaco Ford and enjoy the Monaco difference.
When you purchase a new Ford, you get exclusive benefits at no extra cost, giving you a better ownership experience from day one.
These perks also help maintain your vehicle's value, so you enjoy stronger resale in the future.
Start the year off right. Experience the peace of mind, convenience, and added value that comes standard at Monaco Ford. Visit us in person or online at monacoford.com.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them.
All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Newclow, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never
fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Connecticut. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Connecticut and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Connecticut.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman back courtside at Prudential Center. UConn leads at halftime 35-22. Wayne, Bud Clark, the outstanding point guard for Shaheen Holloway, had 6 points in the 14 minutes he played, then drew his second foul with 4:55 left in the half. UConn outscored the Pirates 8-2 after that, so they have a 35-22 lead at halftime. They've held Seton Hall under 40%, 9 of 23. UConn started to shoot it better. They started to run the break better. 7-0 in the fast break point category. That's big. Well, and I was talking during the course of the last 5 minutes of the half about how the tempo changed. Well, it changed just when you said when their point guard, Clark, got in that foul difficulty. But Seton Hall's been a big second-half team. Their last 3 games, they've come from double digits down in the second half to win. Coach Hurley was asked on TV at halftime today, how do you prevent that? He said, if we play in the second half as hard as we played in the first half, they won't come back. All right, here they come right away. Seton Hall with the Clark front court right, guarded by Demmer. He drives to the basket. He banks it up. He missed it. It's rebounded by the Pirates, though. They get it in the hand of Mike Williams. Williams cut off on the drive to left of the lane. Now it's Elijah Fisher trying to drive it by the Husky defense. Clark gives to Fisher for 3 straight away. No good. Rebound, Caravan. So the Pirates 0 for 5 have yet to make a 3. UConn just 2 of 10. Ball front court to our left. They shoot at the basket where their own bench is. Demery out front. High post handoff, Caravan. Ball over his head. Caravan now to Reed. Top of the arc, left of the lane. Reed with a handoff to Demery. Right wing Mullins. Corner jumper ball. Oh, he's got it. It's a triple. Solo ball. And UConn leads 38-22. Clark front court right. Fires it left. It's in the hands of Mike Williams. Now he hands it over to Elijah Fisher. And a ball deflected loose by Terrace Reed out of bounds. Good D by Terrace. He had a great first half. 12 points, 5 rebounds for Reed. Also had an assist. The inbound to Clark, top of the arc. Clark kicks it in the far corner. It's Parker. Down low they get it. The ball stripped loose, and Seton Hall comes up with it. And they get a layup by Stephen Payne. And they're back within 14, 38-24. Their first field goal since 7:06 remaining in the first half. Here's Demery on a handoff to Ball out near the timeline. Solo on the right sideline. Hands it over to Mullins. Fires it left to Demery straight away. Demery holding there. Gives it a Ball. Ball step back 3. Front rim no good. Rebound Reed. And Reed had the ball stripped out of his hands. Demery dives on it. He comes up with the ball. He wants a timeout. And UConn got the timeout. I don't know if they want to use one on that, but they did. Possession. And UConn will go to a full timeout here at 18:15 left in the ball game, leading 38-24. How'd you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com, syncmygame.com to find out how. From Brown Paint Harrison Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go Huskies! SeatGeek.
Husky pride is in full swing. Academic minds are hard at work and play. As a supporter of all things Husky, Travelers is proud to sponsor UConn and its exciting sports programs. From football to basketball to hockey, we're Husky all the way. Travelers in UConn, committed to the young people who are the future of Connecticut.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health. We're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
This is UConn men's basketball. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman, and Alex Green, our engineer, courtside here at Prudential Center. UConn up by 14, 38-24. Women's hoop coverage this week begins tomorrow night at Cafe Ora. Gina Warriema, Bob Joyce get together on the Coaches Show from 6 to 7. Then Thursday, the top-ranked women host Villanova at 6:30. It's on the UConn Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, and the VarsityNetwork.com. The Huskies with a bucket by Solo Ball, up by 14. And Silas Demery called a timeout to save the possession a moment ago. The UConn coaching staff wasn't that pleased about it. You don't want to give one away when you don't need to. But the Huskies have possession. They'll face full court pressure by the Pirates to begin here.
Terrace Reed Jr. got the offensive rebound, and the Huskies now with a 24-14 edge in total rebounds. Half of their rebounds are at the offensive end, including this one.
They were talking about Bud Clark and how impactful he is. He had 32 against Stanford. He had 22 against Rutgers. And most recently, 13 of his 22 came in the second half against Georgetown. Here's Mullins with it. He lost it. He regained it. He got it back again. He put it up and in. The Huskies fumbling around, but Mullins somehow makes something out of it. Put a little runner up from 8 feet away, and UConn leads 40-24. But Clark front court right with a quick handoff to Al Staten McRae. He's been quiet. They give it up on the high post to Stephen Payne. Payne on the right side on a handoff to Williams. He runs over Ball, and they call a block. And so that stops play.
Ball thought he had position, but the officials thought not, and I thought it was a good call. First foul on Solo Ball.
Yeah, I thought that was really a 50-50 call. They're going to inbound the ball. The Pirates to our right. Josh Rivera gets it in out front to Bud Clark. He's got Demery on him. Clark fires it right. Jump shot off the rim, no good by Staten McRae. A 3-ball rebounded by Caravan. He hands to Ball. Ball front court left on the left sideline. Out front to Demery. Demery's got Clark in front of him. And Clark's got 2, remember. Demery to the basket. Puts it up and in. What a strong move. Oh, Silas silences the crowd with that one. He banked it home.
I like the way he suspended in midair and sort of adjusted the shot from the left side. Got the layup.
Yeah, 42-24 UConn. Now a drive by Staten McRae, and he banks it in over Caravan on the left wing with a left hand. Quick answer by Seton Hall. Long way to go in this thing. 17 minutes. Demery across the timeline against Clark on the foul line extended right. Up the high screen of Caravan, keeps his dribble. Now gives to Mullins. Mullins fires down low to Reed, and Reed has the ball knocked out of his hands as he went up to dunk it by Mike Williams. It'll be UConn ball with 14 to shoot.
Staten McRae, the Miami transfers, their leading scorer in overall games this year at 12.3. That last layup was his first of the game, and he's been slumping the last couple of games. To come back, they need more from him.
Well, they get it into Demery on the right sideline. Top of the arc, Demery to the paint. Working on Clark. He's double-teamed, and finally a foul is called. He got whacked about 3 times, and Silas takes a look up. Shaheen Holloway is over the half-court line, arguing the call, and Tommy Morrissey instructs him to get back in the coaching box.
He said, please get back in the coach's box. First foul on Williams.
All right, Caravan inbound the ball to our left on the baseline. Caravan gets it into Mullins. Mullins out front to Reed at the high post. Reed puts it on the floor, hands it off to Ball. Ball stop and go, and he threw it away. It's in Staten McCray's hands. Gives it up to Clark on the left wing, and a hand up to Williams, and launches a three. Back rim no good. Rebound Ball. Solo to the front court, sprinting. Pulls up. Top of the arc, gives to Reed. Reed with a hand off to Caravan. Caravan back to Ball for three. Solo, no good. Rebounded that time by Stephen Payne. Clark sprints to the front court, kicks in the far corner for three. No good back rim. They batted around, and it ends up in Staten McCray's hands. Caravan cuts him off of the baseline. He has to kick it back outside to Mike Williams, and now they work the perimeter to Clark. Clark attacking Mullins, stopped on the drive. Clark working him one-on-one. He attacks Mullins. Can't get a shot up. Now he ducks underneath. Oh, that was a pretty move. Stephen Curry-like. That time by Clark, and he's got 8 now. 15 and a half to go in the game. UConn leading 42-28. This is Ball out near the timeline. Being guarded by Mike Williams. Hands it on the right side on to Reed. Back to Demery outside the arc. Demery down low to Reed. Reed going to go one-on-one, posting up, spins in traffic. They double him. He tries to duck underneath, can't get a shot up. Now it fades away and hits! Oh! Tyrannosaurus Reed! How did he even get the shot off? I don't know. They were mugging him. Oh, man, Reed will get a chance for a three-point play.
And that's the third foul on the Seton Hall big man, Stephen Payne.
Well, Husky Hoops is brought to you in part by UConn Health. We're delivering care that changes the game for Husky athletes and everyone. From Brown, Painteris, and Scott, Huskies 44, Pirates 28. This is UConn men's basketball in Learfield.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details. From the Berkshires to the Long Island Sound, this is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman here at Prudential Center in Newark. 44-28 UConn over Seton Hall. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. We talked a lot about their comebacks, Wayne. How about the one at Marquette by Seton Hall? They were down 6 with 3 minutes to go, and they finished on a 12-0 run to win that game. So they are never dead, this Pirates team under Shaheen Holloway.
And the last time out, they were down 11 in the second half. Came back to beat Georgetown 76-67. That was on Saturday. And they were down 16 in the second half to beat Creighton. So they're not dead, even though they're down by double digits. They had just scored 4 straight points, but then a really tough inside move by Terrace Reed Jr. There were 3 guys on him, but he managed to hang on to the ball. I thought he was going to give it up, but instead he hung on to it. And then as he put the ball up, he was fouled by Payne, so the Huskies able to get a chance for a 3-point play here with Reed.
Reed in and out, missed the free throw. UConn only 3 of 7 from the line here tonight. Reed has 14 points. Seton Hall front court right. Simpkins hands to Clark on the left sideline to our right. Back to his right with a right-hand dribble, guarded by Demery. They go for a three. It's up the front rim, no good, and a foul is called underneath. Who's it on?
I think it's on Reed.
And if it is, it's his second.
It is.
So Seton Hall inbound to our right on the baseline.
Pirates 0 for 9 from three-point range, but they got the offensive rebound.
All right, Clark gets it into Simpkins' left sideline, back up front to Trey Parker. Parker checked by Mullins, starts to his right, lost it. Mullins comes up with it, and a foul is called on the Pirates.
That's your ball, Bray.
Braylon Mullins, I'll tell you what, he is quick to the ball, not only when he has the ball, offensively, but defensively as well.
That's his third steal. He'd had 5 steals in the last 2 games coming in, and Coach Hurley's talked about that. It's not just the guy can shoot. He's had a team high in rebounds each of the last 2 games, and now he's stealing the ball as well.
And Shaheen Holloway just got a technical foul. He was dropping some expletives that are usually deleted. And so it'll be Karaban on the line.
I guess he thought that Mullins had a little contact there on the steal.
All right, Karaban, a round of boos by the Seton Hall fans, makes a free throw. UConn 45-28. Karaban 87% from the line, makes them both.
That's the second technical foul called at a UConn opponent this year, first on a coach.
And John Gaffney right now is telling Shaheen to calm down a little bit. UConn inbounds it to Demery. To our right, he's in the backcourt guarded by Bud Clark. Across the timeline he works and hands off to Karaban. Karaban being hounded there by Josh Rivera. They go into a weave. Demery on the right wing and a handoff to Mullins. Mullins for 3. Back rim no good. And boarded by Parker. And here come the Pirates. Clark, top of the key, gives to Parker. Gets it back on the left wing. They want to go down low to Hines. They had a mismatch for the moment. Simpkins drives on ball, and a foul is called on Solo.
Well, that was a Euro step.
Oh, Euro step and a head bob.
Jeez. God. I didn't know they called it quite like that in college. But
my question is, can you flop with your head? Because that's what he just did. Anyway, ball
I'll be doing that
off.
about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning
Yes,
on the pillow.
Yes, you will. All right, the inbound Stewart is back in the ballgame. Here's Parker out front to our right, guarded by Mullins. Starts to his right, tries to attack Mullins, and another foul is called. Now, UConn's got to be careful here because this is how Seton Hall get back in this thing. If they put UConn in trouble with fouls and go to the line to shoot free throws, you don't want that. The clock stops.
Braylon Mullins gets foul number 2.
So it'll be Trey Parker on the line.
One of their better free throw shooters, 87% in Big East games, yet he went 1 for 3 when fouled on a three-pointer in the first half.
Yeah, it was 19 of 22 coming into the game. Parker, who averages 4.5 a game, makes the first. UConn 6th in the conference in free throw shooting at 71.7. 2 free throws by Parker.
They've been better the last couple of games, but it's gone downhill on this one. 5 for 9 UConn from the line.
All right, full court pressure. Karaban looking to get it in. He gets it into Demery. They double him. Back to Karaban. Ahead to Stewart. 3-on-2 Stewart. Alley-oops it to Reed. No. And a foul is called on Stewart, or it could be on Reed. No, it's on Stewart. Well, they tried to alley-oop and get an easy 2, and that's the way you got to attack a full court pressure, but you got to convert.
Well, the pass was just too high. Reed couldn't go up and get it from the right side and bring it back down, so the Huskies turn it over.
All right, Clark across the timeline on the left sideline. The pass to Parker, back out front to Rivera. Parker has it guarded by Mullins. Wants to go down low, instead kicks it out to Clark. Clark has Demery in front of him. They get it to Parker on the left wing. Out front to Rivera. Thought about shooting a 3, instead he drives on Karaban. He puts it up, a little jump hook. He banked it in. Oh, man. I know he didn't call glass, but it went in. So the pressure coming. UConn gets it into Mullins. Mullins doubled ahead to Demery. 3-on-2. Here they come. Demery into the paint. gives it up, and Ray lays it in, and he's fouled. Well, Demery did a great job, Wayne, of holding on to the last second and getting it to the man cutting on the wing, Reed, and Terrace able to finish. UConn on the fast break tonight, 9 points.
Terrace 7 of 11 from the floor, the only double-figure score in the game, 16 points. He's got a team-high 6 rebounds, a game-high 6 rebounds as well. He's been the difference.
And the free throw good by Terrace. UConn 6 of 10, so 60%. But Reed, an outstanding night so far, but a long way to go. 13:24 remaining.
Huskies not able to give Seton Hall any consistent runs. A couple of 4-0 runs before UConn answered back here in the second half.
Clark to the front court on the right sideline. He's checked by Demery. Left-hand dribble, starts to his left, screened by Hines. Pull up mid-range, shot good. He's really good at that. Clark, he's got 10 now, 5 of 8. UConn gets it into Demery against the full court pressure. Demery working. Oh, he's tripped. Clark tripped him. And down he went. And Clark is really upset. That's his 4th foul. But he has been in Demery's face all night long.
Well,
pushing and shoving. And
Demery had talked about how he doesn't like to guard smaller players. Well, you don't get a lot smaller than this in Division I college basketball. In 5'10", Bud Clark going against 6'4" Silas Demery. But so far, I think Demery's had the best of the deal. Only 2 points, but a team-high 7 assists for Silas.
All right, the inbound to Silas. Now they have Parker guarding him. And Demery out near the timeline, hands it off to Mullins, back out front to Stewart. Stewart with a handoff to Demery, right sideline. He starts to his left, gives to Caravan. Caravan in the paint, stop and go. Turns, puts it up. Oh, man, what a turnaround from 8 feet away, Caravan. He's got 11. What a tough shot. Parker, 51-34 UConn. Hands to Simpkins, top of the key. Starts to his right. Hands it back to Parker, who spins in the paint on Demery. Stripped by Demery. Comes up with it. Gives back to Hines, and Hines reverses it in. 51-36. Full court pressure. And an offensive foul has been called. I think on Mullins. No, yes. Or is it on Demery? John Gaffney said 2, and I thought he put 4 up, but it is just number 2.
Silas Demery picks up foul number 2 and turnover number 2.
All right, so Malachi Smith's got to come in here. Important minutes. 12:14 to go. And they get it into Hines. The Pirates to our right. Out front it comes to Josh Rivera. They kick it left to Parker. He drives on Malachi Smith. He missed the shot. Ribon defense cannot stop the layup from Mike Williams. And here come the Pirates. They get it into Mullins. Back to Caravan in the backcourt. Now ahead to Malachi Smith. 12 minutes to go. UConn 51-38. Malachi along the right sideline and a handoff to Mullins. Back out front to Stewart. Now Malachi on the right sideline. Smith to Caravan. Pick and roll. Ryba! And Ryba rocks the rim. UConn 53-38.
Tremendous bounce pass behind Alex Caravan, off to his left for the dunk.
Yeah, great assist by Caravan. That's his first. Here's Parker, front court right. He gives it up to Rivera. Mike Williams spins to his right outside the arc. Gives it up to Hines, high post. Hines back to Williams. Williams to Rivera, can't get a shot off. And Williams attacks Caravan. He banks it up and in and out. 2 free throws coming. The foul on Caravan. And that's his first of the night. And so we'll get free throws next from Seton Hall when we return. 11:16 to go in the ball game. UConn 53 and Seton Hall 38. Our broadcast booth sponsor this season, the Connecticut Chevy Dealers, home to the century of truck capability, featuring America's most dependable trucks. Visit your local Connecticut Chevy dealer today. Chevy drives America. From Brown, Payne, Darris, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them.
All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Newclow, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. As one of the area's leading commercial lenders, we place a priority on helping local business owners build and grow their businesses, big or small. Because our lenders live and work in the markets we serve, our homegrown expertise can help create opportunities for local businesses to thrive. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
The UCONN Huskies are on the air. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location.
Mike Crispino, Wade Norman at Prudential Center. UConn leads 53-38. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity Network app. Available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the free Varsity Network app now.
A few minutes ago, you're talking about the women's game against Villanova on Thursday, and they'll be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the 2015 and 2016 national championship teams. Before or during that Villanova game, they'll be inducted to the Huskies of Honor, a pregame ceremony Thursday night at Gamble Pavilion. Then Friday, Dan Hurley turns 53 years old. And Saturday, UConn plays at Georgetown. And right now, Georgetown is leading Creighton at Creighton 30-22 with 6 minutes left in the first half. So Georgetown able to turn things around after their loss to the Seton Hall team on Saturday, 76-67. Huskies out rebounding Seton Hall 26-19. The points in the paint dominant thanks to Terrace Reed Jr. 36-22 UConn.
Mike Williams makes the first of two free throws. UConn 40 years in the Big East, trying to win their 400th game in conference, 260 losses. Two free throws by Williams. He's in double figures with 11, the high scorer for the Pirates. All right, Caravan on the inbounds, looking for help, and he has to call a timeout. Oh, no, he didn't get it. It's a 5-second violation.
So that's 11 turnovers on the Huskies, who average 11 a game, but it's been 13.6 turnovers a game over the last 7. Actually, 11 at this point of the game against Seton Hall is not a bad number.
All right, here are the Pirates with the basketball. Parker, top of the arc on the right wing, dumps it down low to Hines. Is taken away by Ryba, and a foul is called. Mike Williams reached in and knocked down ball, so the Huskies come away with a turnover and have the basketball. Demery was going to check back in, but Dan Hurley sends him back to the bench.
Solo Ball got the steal. Williams picks up the foul, his second. Seton Hall's hit 4 in a row in 5 of the last 6.
Malachi Smith across the timeline being hounded by Parker. Gives it on the bounce to ball out front to Stewart. Stewart not a Caravan on the left wing. Back to Malachi, foul on extended left. Malachi being guarded by Parker. Holds, backs away from Parker. Starts to his right, keeps the dribble. Fires in the far corner to Ball. Ball in traffic, had the shot blocked. And here comes Simpkins, front court right quickly. They go pick and roll to Hines, and he laid it in, and he's fouled. So Seton Hall, chance for a three-point play here as Reed checks back in. Mullins checks back in.
Ryba picks up his third personal foul on the play. Hines is a guy that's got a lot of size, 6'10", 265, but it seems when he gets the ball inside the paint, he's unstoppable. He leads the team at 59% shooting.
They can cut this lead to 10 points with a free throw here.
At this point, Seton Hall has outscored UConn in the second half 20-18.
All right, so Hines, 19 of 24 on the season coming in from the line.
Seton Hall's made 5 straight field goals.
And he missed it. So Seton Hall now 8 of 14 from the line. UConn 6 of 10. Demery back in, Reed back in, Mullins back in. About the midway point of the second half. Demery, pick and roll to Stewart. Stewart high post handoff to Mullins. Gets it back on the right sideline. Down low to Reed. The ball knocked out of bounds. Foul called on Hines. That's the 7th team foul, so both teams in the bonus now. And Reed will go to the line to shoot 1-1. So Terrace, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 5 on the free throw line.
Their big's not in foul trouble. It's the point guard, Bud Clark, who's in foul trouble with 4.
Front end, Reed short. Rebounded by Simpkins. Williams runs it to the front court, top of the three-point arc. He attacks Reed. He kicks in the far corner. Josh Rivera for 3, no good. Hines got the rebound. He's on the baseline. He spins into the paint, gives it to Williams, and he's blocked by Reed. What a huge rejection by Terrace, because Williams was right at the rim. He had an easy deuce, and then it was blocked.
Reed, UConn's leading shot blocker in the year. That's his 24th. First of the game, only the second for UConn.
And Williams kicks it out to Josh Rivera at the timeline. They start over. Simpkins, guarded by Stewart. Outside the arc on the right wing. Starts to his right. On the switch, Stewart guards him. Simpkins drives inside. And he ends up tripping. And a free throw is going to be awarded. I think they're giving 2 here.
Demery picks up the foul. It's his 3rd.
All right, Simpkins on the line again.
This will be a 3rd chance opportunity. They got 2 offensive rebounds in this sequence, and now they can get points on the line.
All right, Ball's going to check in here. Let's see who he comes in for.
Simpkins, their leading scorer on the season in Big East games, who's been a big weapon off the bench for them, has not scored before these free throws.
He made the first. He's a junior. He's 6'4", 190.
He missed 2 free throws earlier.
The second one for DeJuan. It's good. And it's a 10-point game. 9:48 to go. The crowd on their feet. Huskies against full court pressure. Caravan. Demery. Demery now works against Parker. Blows by him into the front court. Backs away to the timeline. Gives it up to Mullins on the right sideline. They almost turn him over. UConn recovers, though. Reed gives to Ball. Ball pick and roll to Reed. Reed down low. And he is fouled. So UConn will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think that play came from the bench. UConn knowing that Seton Hall's had a difficult time stopping Terrace Reed Jr. 7-11 from the floor. Game high 17 points. Get the touch for Terrace. Now, getting fouled isn't the best thing, because he's 3 for 6 from the line, although he has been shooting free throws better the last couple of games, but at least he had the opportunity to get the field goal.
And the clock stops. That's the other thing. It's good to get to the line if you make them, but the clock stops, and that is something in favor of the Pirates who are trying to play catch-up here. They've made 5 of their last 7 field goals. UConn's made 3 of their last 3. Reed missed the second one. Ball batted around, and Simpkins comes up with it. Runs to the front court. Guarded by Demery at the top of the three-point arc. Tries to beat him off the dribble, nowhere to go. Kicks it back outside of Parker, tried to run over Mullins, couldn't do it. Now the drive inside by the Pirates, and a layup is good by Elijah Fisher. Seton Hall within 8.
Seton Hall in the middle of an 8-1 run now before the free throw. Elijah Fisher transferred from DePaul to Pacific to Seton Hall. And 2 years ago against UConn, he averaged 13.5 points and 4 rebounds a game in 2 games against UConn, and shot 10 of 13 from the floor on moves like that.
And made the free throw, 3-point play. Seton Hall now within 7, 54-47. Caravan gets it into Mullins. Double team, back to Alex, now to Demery. And Demery across the timeline, being hounded by Mike Williams. Demery on the right sideline. Starts left with a left-hand dribble. Hands to Reed, gets it back. Starts to his right. Now it's Caravan. Caravan into the paint, all the way to the basket. Dumps to Reed. Reed puts it up and in! Oh, Hines left his feet. He landed on Reed's back. Terrace converts, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Another heads-up play by Caravan. We saw this earlier when he drove the lane and made a pass off to the left for a nice field goal, and this time he did the same thing. And the defense collapsed on Reed that time, but it collapsed too much because one of them fell on him. And that'd be Hines, the 6'10", 265 center, who picks up foul number 2.
All right, Malachi comes in to replace Demery here for the moment. As Reed has 20 points, 6 rebounds. And a free throw, no good. He rimmed in and out. All right, Parker front court to our right. He's guarded by Malachi between the rings, straight on the basket. Give it up to Hines, takes a handoff back, starts right. A foul away from the ball on Caravan. Well, this is going to be a long game. Both teams in a bonus, about to go in the double bonus. We're going to get 2 free throws for the next 8 minutes and 34 seconds.
Well, what gave UConn separation in the last 8 minutes of the first half? The second foul on the point guard, Bud Clark. 2, UConn's ability to up-tempo the game. Well, now we're in a rock fight. Now it's a slow-tempo game. We're not getting very many fast break opportunities at all, and that plays more to Seton Hall's favor.
Well, you can't make a substitution until after the first free throw here.
3 fouls on Caravan.
As Demery's going to come in and replace Smith. 8:34 remaining. Parker on the line. And the 18th free throw attempt goes in. Seton Hall 12 of 18. UConn 7 of 14.
But in the second half, Seton Hall's 8 for 9 after that woeful shooting first half on the line. And UConn's 1 for 4 from 3 and 4 for 8 from free throw line.
All right, Fisher's second one up. That's no good. Rebounded by Reed. That one hit off the left rim. Reed's got 7 boards. 56-48. UConn, Demery front court. Being hounded physically by Parker. Starts to his right. Spins to his right, drives to the basket, gives to Mullins. Mullins had a shot block. Reed got the rebound. He's working. He kicks it back to Demery. They're down to 7. Silas got to make something happen. Try to put a shot up. It's blocked by Hines. Parker, Williams on a run out, lays it up. And the Pirates are now within 6, 56-50.
Came after Hines blocked 2 shots.
Now here's Ball off the miss. They had a steal and missed a layup, the Pirates. UConn comes up with it. 7:50 to go. Demery on the right sideline with the dribble back out front to Caravan. Caravan left wing Mullins. Mullins drives by his man. He puts it up and in. Oh, Braylon the kid coming up with a big one. They needed it. UConn 58-50. 7:20 to go. Parker front court. Trey between the rings, playing point guard now with Clark out with 4 fouls. Hines at the high post right back to Parker as they play catch. They kick it right to Williams for 3. Williams no good back rim. And who got the rebound? It's Demery, and he is fouled. Good hustle by Silas, and there'll be 2 free throws coming as we go under 8 minutes. 7:03 left. And UConn leading 58-50.
Hines got his 3rd foul on that, diving for the loose ball and knocking a UConn player out of the way.
All right, from quality outdoor structures to custom handcrafted furniture, Cloder Farms, your destination for home and yard. We're worth the ride. Route 83 in Ellington. 8-point lead for the Huskies. 7:03 to go from Brown, Penderis, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Is your retirement game plan a well-executed play or just a Hail Mary? I'm Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner at Johnson Brunetti. As the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies, we've helped over 7,000 families navigate and thrive in retirement. Level up your financial playbook by visiting johnsonbrunetti.com for free financial planning resources. Johnson Brunetti Retirement, your financial playmaker. Johnson Brunetti is a marketing name for the businesses of JV Capital and JN Financial. Investment advisory services offered through JV Capital, LLC. Insurance products offered through JN Financial, LLC.
Heard from Bridgeport to Willimantic. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman here at Prudential Center. UConn leading 58-50. 7:03 to go. Saturday, the third-ranked UConn men visit the nation's capital. First of two with Georgetown. Join us for the radio pregame 11:30 Saturday here along the UConn Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, and the VarsityNetwork.com. The lead was 18, 14:48 left in the game, and 7 minutes later it was down to 6. So 12 points cut off by Seton Hall. Big drive by Mullins. UConn leading by 8, 58-50.
And Georgetown, UConn's opponent Saturday, just went to halftime, and Creighton hit a 3 at the buzzer and leads at Creighton 38-36 over the Hoyas. You talked about this before the start of the second half, about the change in the game once the point guard, Bud Clark, got in foul trouble in the first half. UConn up-tempoed the game. Well, he got in foul trouble in the second half, and when he went to the bench, it was a 51-34 lead, and Seton Hall with him on the bench has outscored UConn 16-7. Big reversal from the first half.
All right, Demery out of the timeout. Free throw, here it is. And it's good. There's Silas. Hadn't scored much, 3 points, but he's got 7 assists. Couple of rebounds, and he's been a master at handling the basketball, really.
His 80% shooting from the line of the season equals a career high, but he's been 21 of 24 from the line the last 6 games.
And he gets 2 of them. Nice soft touch by Demery, and the lead back to 10, 60-50. Clark back in the game now, so pushing the chips to the middle. Shaheen Holloway, 7 minutes left, has got to bring his point guard back as they work on the right side of the court. Clark has it between the rings. The right-hand dribble. Looking right and gives it up to Simpkins. Simpkins wants to go down, load up Hines, and he does. Going to post up Reed. Spins inside, puts it up, and he's blocked by Reed. He got it back, and he's blocked again. And what happened? It's a shot clock violation.
I think they got a foul on Caravan first. Coach Hurley in front of us is irate. Had to be restrained by assistant coach Mike Nardi. 2 blocks by Reed. Right when the shot clock expired.
Fouls on Caravan. I thought the shot clock had expired.
No, yeah, the foul is his 4th foul, too, on Caravan.
That free throw by Hines is good. Caravan's got to come out of the ballgame here.
He's
6.5 to go.
Hines has been better of the 2 centers. He's got 7 rebounds. Payne has 3. And Hines now with 9 points. Payne only has 4. Payne started the game.
And he's got 2 free throws. Lead cut to 8. Now Stewart will inbound the ball. He gets it to Demery. Full court pressure. And it is Trey Parker. And Demery dribbles it off his foot and turns it over.
Well, I said a moment ago the turnovers were about what you'd expect, but they're starting to rack up now. They've had a lot more turnovers in the last 5 minutes than they had earlier. So for the Huskies, that is now turnover number 13.
Trey Parker to Simpkins, out front to Clark. Started by Demery. Clark starts to his right, kicks it left to in the hands now. Parker drives in on Mullins, puts it up and in. 60-54. It's back to 6. Demery and Stewart in the backcourt with Caravan out with 4 fouls.
They're 0 for 11 from 3. They're doing their damage in the paint.
Here is Demery to Reed out front. Now Mullins. Mullins on the right wing to Stewart. Back out front to Mullins. High post handoff Reed, who gives to Stewart. Pick and roll to Reed. Mullins in the corner. Can't get a shot off into the paint. Fadeaway, tough shot. Mullins, cold-blooded. A fadeaway from 12 feet away by Mullins. Quiets the crowd for the moment, 62-54. He's in double figures with 11.
He's got UConn's last 2 field goals.
All right, it is Parker out front It's in the hands of Elijah Fisher. Now they work back to Clark. Foul line extended right. They pump it down low to Fisher. Working on Stewart. Nowhere to go. Blocked by Reed. And that's got to be a travel. It is. Oh, great D by Reed and Stewart. And a key moment as UConn gets possession back, leading 62-54.
That's 12 turnovers on the Hall. Huskies 14 turnovers.
And Mike Williams will come in. Let's see who he's coming in for. He's going to come in to Juan Simpkins comes out. And Mullins will inbound on the baseline right. Trying to get it into Demery, and he does. There's Demery being checked by Trey Parker. Across the timeline right to left up the right sideline. 5 minutes to go, 20 to shoot. This is Demery between the rings. Kicks it right to Ball. Ball's three. Back rim no good. Rebound by Clark. Clark sprinting to the front court. He attacks Ball. And a foul is called before he shot it, but it doesn't matter. It's on Ball. And it'll be 2 free throws, 62-54. And 2 more free throws for Seton Hall.
Huskies 1 of 6 from 3 in the second half, and in the game, Ball now 1 for 7. He hit the 1-3 to start the second half, and that's his only made three-pointer. He's been scoring from inside the arc, but outside the arc, the last couple of weeks, it's been tough for
And
Solo.
Clark rims a free throw out. 14 of 22 by Seton Hall.
He's 69% overall in the season, leads them in free throws attempted.
Gets another chance. And Demery stays in. Ball, Stewart, Mullins, and Reed right now. Clark's second one is up. That one no good. Rebound Stewart. 2 misses by Bud Clark. And UConn now under 5 minutes to go with an 8-point lead. Demery between the rings. On the bounce to Mullins on the left sideline. Mullins being guarded there by Elijah Fisher. They go down low to Reed. Reed powers his way in. Oh, he missed the layup. Oh, left-handed, but he got fouled. Might have got away with a travel in the paint there. But Reed on the line. Well, UConn's going to have to make free throws here. 9 of 16. They got to do better.
And they don't have their best free throw shooter at the line, but they did get the 4th foul on Najai Hines, the 6'10 freshman forward. He tried everything he could to get a shot off that time. He did, drew the foul, but it rimmed out.
All right, Reed, no good. UConn leaving the door open from the free throw line. 9 of 17, just over 50%.
You know, UConn led by 13 points at halftime, but outscored 32-27 in the second half. I guarantee you Seton Hall's late game comeback ability was addressed firmly at halftime.
Reed, no good. He missed them both. So 4 missed free throws in a row by the two teams. Parker rebounds. 4.5 to go. Clark with it, front court right, working on Demery. Quick handoff. It's Mike Williams. Now Parker, all on the perimeter. They give it to Clark. Clark picked up by Demery. Tries to blow by him. Fade away. Baseline. No good. Rebound Reed. Missed a 10-footer. Reed now with 9 boards. 1 rebound from a double-double. Demery to the front court, guarded by Clark. Starts to his right, outside the arc. Backs away, gives to Mullins. Mullins into the paint. Try to float it up. They stole it from him. Good play by the Pirate defense. Back the other way, Trey Parker. Parker on the right wing, attacks the lane. Try to reverse it in, and he makes it. Left-handed. And they're back within 6. 62-56. 3.5 to go. Demery across the timeline. Seton Hall crowd on their feet. They've seen this act before by their team. Great come-from-behind team. And here is Ball. Ball outside the arc. Now to Mullins. Mullins to Stewart. High post right. Stewart gives to Mullins. Drives baseline. Nowhere to go. Back to Stewie. Stewie now to Reed. Someone's got to shoot it. Reed gets blocked, and the Pirates have it. It's a shot clock violation.
16 turnovers by UConn. Payne blocked the desperation shot by Reed.
So the timeout, 62-56. UConn leads. 3:12 to go. Don't go anywhere. Coverage of the Huskies brought to you by Brown Paint Harrison Scott, the proud full-service law firm partner of UConn men's and women's basketball. With BPS Lawyers, you get more than a lawyer. You get a full-service law firm. We post 10 seconds for station ID. And these messages presented by Brown Paint, Harrison Scott. 62-56 UConn, 3:12 to go. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
At M&T Bank, we're continuously working to provide value to our customers. Like Lou, the CEO of OOFOS, a revolutionary footwear brand.
I think the thing I like most about working with M&T Bank is knowing they care. They sincerely care about us as a company. It's not just about the business transaction. They personally care about our business and our success and would make decisions that go above and beyond to achieve that.
See what banking together can do for you at mtb.com/together. Member FDIC.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go Huskies! SeatGeek.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball rolls on. Now, let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
Mike Crispino away in Norman, Prudential Center. UConn by 6 with 3:12 to go. Stay with us after the game. The Hart Auto Group postgame show highlights Dan Hurley's postgame interview, stats and scores. Courtesy of the Hart Auto Group, proud sponsors of UConn Athletics, bringing you championship deals every day. You got to drive Hart. Shop in-store or online at hartcars.com. So Seton Hall has bounced back. UConn hasn't been able to score in the last 2.5 minutes. But on the game, the Huskies are shooting 51%. They're shooting 50% from the line, and that has hurt. Both teams have been poor at the line. UConn's missed 9, and Seton Hall's missed 9 free throws.
Part of the problem is Terrace Reed Jr. He's been brilliant today with 20 points and 9 rebounds, but he's 4 for 11 for the foul line, which is letting Seton Hall hang around. They've outscored UConn by 7 since halftime.
All right, Caravan back in. Clark back in. Clark across the timeline. Hands it over to Parker. Now Williams out front. Back to Clark, top of the arc. Demery guards him. They give it to Williams for 3. Williams misses, but a rebound by Parker, and he's blocked, but he put it in. Over Reed. Parker got an offensive rebound. He's got 9 points now, and it's a 4-point game. As Caravan tries to get it in, he gets it into Ball, and they steal it from Ball. Parker reversed it, missed it. Ball is loose. Ball is blocked. Ball is loose. Parker comes up with it. Williams trying to shoot a 3. And back outside to Parker. 2.5 to go. Seton Hall within 4. Clark, top of the arc with it. Guarded by Demery. Tries to go by him on the dribble. Can't do it. Now he's going to attack Reed. A pull-up by Clark is good. It's a 2-point game. 62-60. Caravan looking to get it in. Gets it into Demery. UConn works across the timeline, right to left. And Demery guarded by Clark. An 18-point lead is cut to 2. Here's Demery. Between the rings, handoff to Reed, and he gets it back. He's on the right wing. Caravan being held. That was not a good foul, as Elijah Fisher was hooking Caravan, impeding him. That puts Alex on the line here to shoot 2.
No question it was a foul. Fisher, of course, questioned it, put both palms up like I didn't touch him. That would not be right.
A 6-0 run in the last 2 minutes by Seton Hall.
Now, this is the guy you want at the line. He's been 15 of his last 16 over 11 games. Did miss one on Sunday against DePaul.
Caravan's first one's good. UConn 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. Have not scored a field goal in 4 minutes. They've got to make something happen from the field or make free throws on the line. Caravan, second one is good. 64-60. Caravan with 13. Seton Hall with it. Under 2 minutes to go. Clark in the front court right. Guarded by Demery on the left wing outside the arc. Yo-yoing the dribble. Looking for help. Starts to his right. Can't go by Demery. Now he does. Kicks it in the corner to Mike Williams, and he stepped on the sideline. Oh, that's a bad turnover by the Pirates. With 1:34 to go. That is turnover number 14 for them.
Good defense by Stewart that time. Forced them to step around him and step on the sideline, or the baseline.
All right, UConn's got to inbound the ball. Caravan on the sideline, not from the baseline. He gets it into Demery. And Demery works against Clark into the front court on the right sideline. Looks to Dan Hurley to get a play called between the rings. The right-hand dribble by Demery. Clark is bumping, grabbing. Now Demery starts to his right, kicks it left to Mullins. The cutter is Caravan. He gives to Reed, and Reed is fouled at the basket. He cannot dunk it, but he gets 2 free throws, and UConn's got to will these free throws in. Reed 4 for 11 on the day.
The 11 are a career high. He had 10 free throws attempted against Columbia earlier this year.
All right, Payne's got 4. Reed on the line, makes it. And UConn's lead is 5, so 2-possession game still. Caravan comes out.
That was good work by UConn to get a touch for Reed. Sure, he's been UConn's best frontline player, but now that's 4 fouls on both the Seton Hall big men, Payne and Hines. Caravan with the 2 free throws a moment ago moves him past Jeff Adrian to number 18 of the UConn career scoring list.
Reed, 21 points, misses the free throw. 65-60. Here comes Clark with 1:05 to go, front court right. And he's guarded by Demery. Starts to his right off a screen. Clark fires down low. They got a missed dunk, but Reed commits a foul as Payne was dealt a beautiful pass by Clark on a pick and roll, and he'll get free throws with 58 seconds left. And Terrace Reed now commits his 3rd foul. That was a good foul because that would have been an easy 2. It was a dunk.
Plus, Payne not a good free throw shooter.
He made that one. Stephen Payne averages 7 points, 7.5 rebounds. He's got 5 points, 4 rebounds in this one.
57% from the line on the season, 59 in Big East games, 13 of 22.
15 of 24 for the Hall. Free throw, no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Reed didn't get it. And the Huskies have to go back on defense with 57 seconds left, leading 65-61. Pirates will inbound to our right on the baseline of their own bench. Clark gets it into Williams. Williams over Mullins. Short. Who's got it? Clark gets it. He gives back to Simpkins. Simpkins can't get it off. Clark in the paint. They kick to Williams again over Reed. Good. 65-64. 47.3 left.
They'd missed their first 13 threes. They're now 1 of 14 for that open look from the left side.
Timeout called by Caravan. I'm having a flashback. Seton Hall has won games here before when they didn't really deserve it, but here they are, down 18, back within 1. A 30-second timeout's been called.
Last year, UConn led by 7 with a minute to go, and then they had a difficult time getting the ball inbounded time after time after time. They've had difficulties in the half-court set with 17 turnovers in this game. That's a season high by UConn. That was the storyline coming in because Seton Hall forces lots of turnovers. Their opponents average 15 per game, and UConn's been turning it over a lot more in the last 7 games. And these turnovers have been a big factor in the second half comeback by Seton Hall, which has now outscored UConn by 12 since halftime.
47 seconds remaining. UConn's got a timeout. Seton Hall's got 3 timeouts. Huskies will have the basketball, leading by 1.
I think now you're in a bit of a quandary in the sense that, yeah, you want to get the ball to Reed because they just can't stop him, and their 2 bigs each have 4 fouls. But if they foul him and one of the bigs fouls out, he's not reliable from the line in this game. 5 for 13.
Oh, they got to get the ball in first. Caravan to our right along the baseline. looking to get it in. Gets it into Demery. And now Demery being pushed and shoved by Clark into the front court. He comes. Gives it up to Ball. Ball outside the arc. Now Caravan. High post handoff for Reed. Reed with a handoff to Demery. Demery drives inside. He lays it in. Oh, they don't count it, though. They don't count it. And Demery has to go to the line to shoot two.
That's the Silas Demery when he's at his best, when he puts the ball on the floor and attacks the rim. He hasn't done that a lot. Credit the Seton Hall perimeter defense for not allowing that. But you wonder who's going to take the big shot here with UConn's lead down to 1 with under a minute to go. And that time it was Demery putting the ball on the floor down the right side of the lane. And that fouls out the point guard, Bud Clark, his 5th foul. He leads them in fouls committed on the year coming in. That's the 4th time this year he's fouled out. And Silas Demery has been so good from the line lately. In this game, he is 2 for 2. And Demery in the last 6 games is 22 of his last 25 made free throws.
Now you need both because you don't want to give Seton Hall a chance to get a lead. And Demery will go to the line and shoot 2. Both teams with 14 fouls in the second half. Silas, first one up, and that one is good. UConn back up. 66-64.
So if you do make this last free throw, then Seton Hall's got 29 seconds to tie the game with a 3 maybe, when they're only 1 for 14 from 3.
All right, here's Demery's second one. And it's up and good. He rolls it in. 3-point lead. 29 seconds left. They get it to Parker. He sprints to the front court. And he calls timeout. UConn 67-64. They've got 2 timeouts left. The Huskies trying to win this game without a field goal in the last 5 minutes and 17 seconds.
So do you try to score quickly from 2 because your threes haven't been very good in this game and then get a steal? That's how they won the game last year, getting steals on the inbounds. Or do you try to go for a 3? If you do, the best 3-point percentage shooter for Seton Hall is T.J. Simpkins at 42%. He doesn't start, but he does lead them in points in Big East games, 11.8. But he's been quiet in this contest. As Simpkins has 2 points, both from the line. He has not taken a shot in this game. Would you put the game in the hands of a guy who's your best 3-point shooter who has not taken a shot in this game? That's a tough decision for Shaheen Holloway.
Well, we have seen Seton Hall win games here in this building doing the same thing. Now, I don't know if Shaheen Holloway even thinks about that kind of thing, but Mike Williams just made his first. He's 1 for 7. I might go back to him. He saw a ball go in. I mean, if you're a shooter and you're 0 for and 1 goes in, you start to think this one is going to go in as well.
And you remember a couple of years ago here, a putback at the buzzer on an offensive rebound when UConn didn't have anybody there to get it. And Seton Hall has missed a lot of shots lately, but they've been able to get second and third chance opportunities. UConn was in firm control of the rebounding stat, but now Seton Hall has out-rebounded UConn 35-33 overall, and Seton Hall has more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds, 18-17. So you play good initial defense here, you better get a defensive rebound because they've been really good on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Seton Hall's got 19 second chance points to 14 for UConn. The Huskies 42 points in the pen to 34. The Seton Hall inbound to our right, 25.9 seconds left. They got a couple of timeouts remaining. UConn by 3, 67-64. Trey Parker takes the pass, gives to Mike Williams, gets it back. Starts to his left. Pulls up. Williams for 3, blocked by Mullins. It ends up in Parker's hands. He tried to reverse it. He didn't get it. It's loose. Demery has it. And what do we have? A foul. With 11.8 left, Demery got the big rebound. And now Demery can give UConn a 2-possession lead.
How about that freshman Braylon Mullins, the Big East Freshman of the Week? He had a career high equaling 2 blocks against DePaul on Sunday, and he gets a big block here. Silas Demery gets the defensive rebound. Silas Demery, the Big East Player of the Week.
Stephen Payne fouls out. So they have 2 men who fouled out now. Bud Clark still scored 12 points at 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Demery on the line.
Payne fouling out for the first time. They're starting center.
All right, Demery. First one is up. Good. UConn 2-possession lead. 11 seconds to go. UConn has a timeout. Seton Hall's got 2 timeouts. And Silas here. Now has 7 points, 7 assists. He and Caravan are 9 for 9 on the line. Silas makes that one. Big time free throw shooting by Demery. They get it to Parker. He sprints to the front court. 8 seconds left. He gives it up to Simpkins for 3. Short off the front rim. They get it back, and then they throw it away. The Pirates throw it away. And UConn with 3.3 left just has to inbound the ball to win it. And they do. And they do.
Dan Hurley pounds his chest to say, we had heart when it mattered. And giving a big hug to Shaheen Holloway. 2 great guards, 2 great point guards at Seton Hall.
UConn wins at 69-64. What a comeback by Seton Hall, though. Down 18 to get within 1.
In the final minute.
And that has been their MO all year long. I'll tell you what, they are going to be a tough team to beat. No question about it. As the Huskies end up winning at 69-64. And we'll have the post-game show in just a moment. We normally be talking to Dan Hurley as Silas Demery comes up big from the free throw line late with 6 for 6. The Huskies overall not great, 15 of 26.
And I think back to that line again that Dan told you on the pregame interview that we need to outplay them at center. Well, Terrace Reed Jr., despite the poor free throw shooting, 21 points, 9 rebounds lead the Huskies, while the starting center, Payne, fouled out. He had just 5 points on 2 for 3 shooting and 4 rebounds. And Hines came off the bench at center. He had 10 points and 7 rebounds. But overall, advantage UConn. And don't forget the big man, Eric Ryba, too, the freshman at 4 points. So I would say Dan was right on that. UConn's front line outplayed the Seton Hall front line.
So the Huskies extend their winning streak to 13 games, 69-64. As we are joined courtside by Alex Caravan, Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman. We can breathe now. We can exhale.
We can finally breathe, relax a little bit, enjoy, and learn from this.
We've been down here the last few years, and it hasn't been pretty. The ending.
No.
This time you changed the ending. How did you hang in there?
Staying together, staying composed. Seton Hall, they're a scrappy team. They try to muck up the game, and they did that. And a lot of our mistakes were controllable, which sucks, and we got to fix that. But at the end of the day, we found a way to win. We just gotta put a full forward, and we got to be better.
Alex, I got a little piece of paper here for you. Here's a pencil, a pen, and a checkbox.
Oh my goodness!
Win at Seton Hall. Go ahead, check that box.
I've been waiting for that. I mean, every Big East school except for this. So I'm glad to conquered all the away schools and continue to mark on that journey.
Coach Hurley talked about he thought that UConn's front line had to beat their front line. And Terrace Reed Jr. and, for that matter, Eric Ryba certainly won that battle. What was Terrace doing to be so dominant in the paint?
He was so dominant. He was keeping everything simple. He used his size to his advantage, and he realized how unguardable he is. So he's got to continue doing that for us, and he really imposed himself down there to really be a force.
Alex, when you win on the road, it's just a great feeling. Despite all the turnovers, the missed free throws, this team just seems to find a way to win. Yeah. And that's something I think that can carry you guys a long way. Do you agree?
I mean, yeah, we found a way to win, which is always, extremely important. But we gotta limit the closeness. We gotta limit their ability to come back and really crush their confidence. So, we found a way to win. We're gonna learn from it and just continue to get better every single day.
And the rookie, Braylon Mullins, again, makes some big plays for you. This kid has got 10, 11 college games. He just finds ways to do stuff.
Yeah, he made a big-time shot for us to really give us a little bit more of a cushion. He made some big-time plays defensively for us. And, the great thing about him is he's going to continue to get better and better. But, he's not playing like a freshman.
That's for sure. By the way, one other question. Do you and Silas Demery win all the free throw shooting contests in practice? You guys don't miss.
I mean, I learned from last year, but I learned from the hard moment last year. But no, I mean
Villanova.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we're all going to step up big time. So Silas been killing it. He really saved our ass at the line.
Yes, he did. All right, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
All right, on to Georgetown. That's Alex Caravan. UConn again finds a way. 13 in a row. Wayne, the best ever start in Big East play for UConn was 95-96, 14-0. They're a long way from that. But the way they're winning some of these road games, it is special. And again, they won in a place that they've been unable to win the last few years.
Well, their best Big East start since 2002 was 6-0. The best start had been 99, 11-0. After the 96 team then went 14-0 to start the Big East season. But it wasn't easy, but the Huskies able to come away and finally win down here after 4 games in a row. 4 years in a row, UConn lost here in Newark, but the 18-point lead was enough to hold off Seton Hall.
Dan Hurley hugging one of his 2 sons, Dan, and walking off feeling good in this one. Some of the Seton Hall fans giving him a hard time. But that's to be expected. When you win enough, that's what happens. And Dan's getting into it with a couple of fans. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the highlights, and we'll talk to Dan Hurley, or at least Wayne Norman will, in just a few moments. 69-64 is the final, UConn over Seton Hall. From Brown, Payne, Darris, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health, we're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Connecticut is Husky Nation. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
The final buzzer sounded, and it's time for the Hart Auto Group postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game with highlights, check scores from across the country, and visit with UConn players and coaches for postgame analysis. Let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location. Here's Mike Crispino.
Number 3, UConn defeats Seton Hall, number 25, in a thriller, 69-64. And they do it on the strength of Terrace Reed's 21 points and 9 rebounds. Alice Caraban's 13 and Braylon Mullins 11. Time for the highlights. We take a look back and see how the game all came together, just like a beautiful kitchen from Dean Cabinetry in Bolton, built to impress from start to finish. Early on, Seton Hall had the lead. Alex Caraban, though, off an inbounds play, got an easy bucket. Demried inbound to our right on the baseline, looking. Got to get rid of it. He gets it, and Caravan lays it in. Nice cut by Alex. 6'5", Seton Hall. Caravan, as I mentioned, went on to score 13, had 5 rebounds. Eric Ryba and Solo Ball then converged on a nice play. Collaborated is the best word, I think, and UConn had their first lead at 11-10. Solo puts it on the floor, tacks inside, gives to Ryba, and Ryba lays it in. Good pass by Ball, and Eric off glass gives UConn the lead back. One of 14 assists by the Huskies in this one. Then it was Terrace Reed starting to go to work on the offensive glass. Early on, UConn was really dominating in that category. They had 8 offensive rebounds, 8 second-chance points in the first 11 minutes of the game. Caravan for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Mullins. Back to Caravan on the right wing. Down low to Reed. Reed now backs in, spins his man, beats him on a layup. Oh, what a move. Tyrannosaurus Reed. Yeah, the big fella working hard. 17-15 lead for the Huskies. They extended that to 27-20